Hi, fanatics. Some more content for you. So, Mancera has been doing this recently and taking a lot of the popular scents I see and doing what they call an intense version of it. We did a separate video on the Instant Crush. There's also an intense version release of the French Riviera. I haven't got my hands on that as yet. Um, Unlikely, I think they're going to try the same with some of the other popular releases, right? Um, so maybe you might see sometime in the future intense roses vanilla or intense cocoa vanilla, some of the popular ones. Um, so red tobacco for me is one of the, I would easily say red tobacco ranks in the top five, in my opinion, tobacco scents in the world. If you want something that is tobacco-y but gives you that nice blend of sweet vanilla, um, this is one, right? You could get somebody that same classic mixer tobacco and vanilla with Herod from Perfumes de Mali. But when you take value for money, you're going to pay 300 and something US for a bottle of Herod. You could easily still pick up bottles of red tobacco on the discounters around the 80 US, right? So there's good value now. Um, so they are, about 2-3 years ago, they released the Intense Red Tobacco. There's another one too that you should also sample and don't just assume it's a intense version of the same note chords of the original. And what they did with the Intense is they push back um, the vanilla chords in the notes. So the vanilla just comes in as, I would say, more as a bass note. And they kind of focus much more on the tobacco aspects with some oud in between. So, and then they added ambergris to give it that projection. So what you get on the top is a mix of tobacco, leather notes, wood notes, incense. In the middle, it captures some of the essence of the original, but that sweet intoxicating dry down you get from the original red tobacco, you don't get it as much with the intense red tobacco. What is good about the intense red tobacco is likely a tobacco scent that you could actually use in warmer weather. So one of the first things you would notice is that the tobacco projects in the intense red tobacco version, while the tobacco and vanilla in the OG pulls you in. So they're meant for different occasions. I think if you're looking and you want a relatively airy smelling tobacco scent for the day, warmer weather, the intense red tobacco will work well with that. If you're looking for a tobacco vanilla scent to use as dates in the evening, then the OG is the way to go. So there's another one that do your sample first before you do any blind buys with the intense version. Thank you.